It looks like Judge Mathis, the man we all thought had it together, might have been living a double life. The shocking bombshell? His own son, Greg Mathis Jr., just dropped some tea that has the entire world buzzing. And trust me, this isn't your typical celebrity drama. It's way deeper than that. Greg Jr. is claiming that Judge Mathis has allegedly been living a secret life, quietly keeping his sexual orientation under wraps. He's accused of being secretly gay and engaging in relationships with men while presenting himself as the wholesome family man we all thought we knew. Now, if you're still picking your jaw up off the floor, you're not alone, because this revelation has people everywhere shook. The timing of this couldn't be more jaw-dropping, especially after Judge Mathis's wife, Linda, filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage. At first, the news of their split seemed to come out of nowhere. 39 years together is nothing to scoff at. They were the epitome of relationship goals for many people. They had kids, built a family, and created a life together that many of us would think is the dream. So when Linda decided to file for divorce, people couldn't wrap their heads around it. It seemed random, but now it's starting to look like this wasn't a case of a marriage simply running its course. There's a lot more drama simmering beneath the surface, and it's about to spill over. The tea being spilled by Greg Jr. is hotter than anyone expected.
I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife.
According to him, Judge Mathis wasn't just a man with a demanding job or someone too busy with his career. Greg Jr. claims his father has allegedly been living on the down low, DL, for years, secretly maintaining relationships with men while playing the role of devoted husband and father in public. If these allegations are true, it paints a very different picture of the man we thought we knew. What once seemed like a strong and loving family unit has been blown wide open by these accusations, and it's turning into a public scandal. Let's dive into this a little deeper. Linda Mathis, Judge Mathis's wife, cited irreconcilable differences in her divorce filing. But let's be real, we know that's often just legal speak for some deeper, messier drama going on. And this time the drama is coming straight from Greg Jr., their own son. Greg Jr. recently came out as gay, which is a brave and beautiful thing. But his own coming out journey may have been what led him to expose his father's alleged double life. Greg Jr. dropping these allegations about his father has got everyone talking. He claims his dad wasn't just keeping one secret, but several, allegedly having multiple boy toys over the years. That's right, Greg Jr. is alleging that his father had been living a DL lifestyle, engaging in relationships with other men while keeping Linda in the dark for all these years. These claims are shocking not just because of the scandal they create, but because they are coming from Greg Jr., who's known his father all his life. If anyone would know the real Judge Mathis, it's his own son, right? People are starting to connect the dots, and it's making their heads spin. For instance, Judge Mathis had always seemed to be away a lot, whether it was for work or community involvement. He spent a significant amount of time traveling. Those long absences, those late-night business trips, according to rumors, they weren't just for work. Some are suggesting that these trips were actually cover for secret rendezvous with men. And then there are the whispers about private parties and affairs, allegations that Mathis had been leading a whole other life while his wife, Linda, was left feeling neglected at home. Judge Mathis himself has admitted to some level of neglect in his marriage. In interviews, he's spoken about how his work took him away from Linda and how that caused strain on their relationship. But while most of us thought that was the typical story of a busy man prioritizing his career over his marriage, Greg Jr.'s allegations suggest something much more complex was happening. We thought the neglect was about work-life balance, but according to Greg Jr., it might have been about something much deeper, something Judge Mathis was trying to keep hidden. Fans are reeling from these revelations. For decades, the Mathis family has been seen as a model of stability, a beacon of love and endurance in a world where celebrity marriages fall apart all the time. Now, the family we thought had it all together is facing a scandal of epic proportions, and it's shaking the public's perception of Judge Mathis to its core. The man who has spent years dispensing justice, preaching family values, and encouraging others to do the right thing might not have been living up to those ideals in his own life. And let's talk about how Judge Mathis is handling all of this. Even with these explosive allegations hanging over him, He seems to be carrying on as if nothing's wrong. After Linda filed for divorce, you'd think he'd be hunkering down and trying to fix things, or at least making a public statement. But no. Just days after the divorce news broke, Judge Mathis was spotted at the airport, casually going about his business as though his personal life wasn't falling apart. Is he truly trying to save his marriage, or is he more concerned with maintaining his public image? Judge Mathis's silence on the cheating rumors is deafening. He's admitted to neglecting his wife, but has stayed quiet on the more salacious rumors about his alleged relationships with men. His lack of response has only fueled the speculation. People are now wondering whether there's more truth to Greg Jr.'s claims than we initially thought. If these allegations are true, could this be why Linda finally decided enough was enough after nearly 4 decades of marriage? Was she not only feeling neglected, but also betrayed on a much deeper level? Now, let's not overlook the role Greg Jr.'s coming out has played in all of this. Greg Jr.'s own journey towards self-acceptance might have given him the courage to finally confront the truth about his father. Allegedly, Greg Jr. had long suspected that Judge Mathis was living a double life, but kept quiet to protect his father's image. But now that Greg Jr. is living authentically, it seems he couldn't stay silent any longer. He's speaking out, and in doing so, he's blowing the lid off the Mathis family's carefully curated public persona. This situation is a powder keg, and Greg Jr.'s decision to come forward has lit the fuse. It's one thing to hear rumors, but it's another thing entirely to hear these allegations coming from someone so close to the situation. Greg Jr.'s coming out was undoubtedly a huge personal moment for him, but it may also have been the moment when he realized he could no longer stand by and watch his father live a lie. Allegedly, Greg Jr. had a heart-to-heart with his dad about living truthfully, and it was during that conversation that he began to see the cracks in the image his father had been projecting. This entire ordeal is far from over, and as the drama continues to unfold, more questions are being raised. Judge Mathis has spent years building a reputation as a man of integrity, someone who holds others accountable for their actions. But now, he's the one under scrutiny, and the court of public opinion is watching closely. Will Judge Mathis continue to stay silent, or will he eventually address the allegations head-on? And what will happen to his career if these rumors continue to swirl? At the center of it all is Greg Jr., whose bravery in living his truth has set off a chain reaction that could change his family forever. His decision to come forward might have been driven by a desire to protect his mother, Linda, but it's also shedding light on a much larger issue: the pressure to maintain a public image, even at the expense of personal authenticity. So what do you think? Could Judge Mathis really have been living a double life, or is this all just hearsay? Is Greg Jr.'s decision to spill the tea about his father a courageous act of truth-telling? Or is there more to this story that we don't know yet? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss this wild ride. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.